me, shape me any way you want me, long as you love.
Hello, it's Ukulele Jen here with a new tutorial for you. This song is Bend Me, Shape Me by Amen Corner. Do people say Amen Corner? I think it's Amen Corner. Either way, this is a song that's pretty fun to play. My arrangement is in the key of D. The original is in the key of E. So it's lower than the original, but it means that for us ukulele players, the chords are a little bit simpler, although there are some bar chords. There's one bar chord, in fact, B minor, and there's a movable chord, or you may play it as a bar chord, B flat as well. So let's get into the chords and I'll explain what's happening in the song. So first things first, let's look at the chords we've got in this song. There's a few. Because we're in the key of D, we're going to need D major. And we've got E minor, got F sharp minor, G major, A major, B minor, so we're going to bar at the second fret with our first finger, thumb is behind. I know I always say this, but it's worth going through it again. Thumb is right behind my first finger, so I've got a nice grip. And then I use my second finger to help my first finger lay down on the string. So I've got a nice strong grip. And if I was to put no more fingers on, that's my B minor 7, which you could play. It would sound okay. But if you'd like to play the full version of B minor, then you're going to add your ring finger to the 4th fret of your G. So my whole hand is working together to play B minor. I've got my thumb, my first finger, my second finger, and my ring finger. My little finger's not really doing loads, but it's just sort of, you know, as close as it can be to the other fingers just to create that stability and that bit of extra strength. If you're not used to playing bar chords, then you do need to build up that strength. It'll come, but you might find it a bit achy. Obviously, if there's any pain, then that's not a good thing for whatever reason. But yeah, B minor. And you might find you need to adjust your fingers as well, like to make sure you're not getting any of that kind of sound. That normally means you're not pressing down hard enough, or one of your fingers is getting in the way of the strings when it shouldn't be. So you just have to take a look, play each string individually, work out which the problem string is. 2 more chords, B flat and C major. Should say B flat major, C major. When you watch my tutorial, you'll see that I'm also adding in the alternative chords. So alternative chords is just a really nice fun way for those of people who would like to develop their skills with their chord playing, their knowledge of the fretboard. If you're playing in a group, it can be really nice to just add those higher registers into the playing, so that some people are playing what we'd call open position chords, or like chords in this general area, the first 3 frets. Anything that involves an open string, basically, we'd call open position down here. So your Ds, E minors, Gs, most of the chords in this song. But I've added in the alternative chords. So I'll just go through those really quickly. If you buy my PDF, then all the diagrams are featured on there too. So just really quickly, we've got D major, which is a B flat shape at the 5th fret. We've got E minor. So the full version of E minor would be a bar chord barring at the 7th fret with your ring finger on the 9th fret. But you could just play your top 3 strings at the 7th fret, because it's quite a quick change. I'll come on to that. F sharp minor is a D minor shape at the 4th fret. G major, which I play as an E flat shape at the 5th fret. You play your open G on that, open G. Where do we get to? A major, 4th fret, F shape. B minor is a G minor shape at the 5th fret. B flat, again, is an F-shaped bar chord, but at the 5th fret. And then we've got C major, which is your B flat shape at the 3rd fret. Another way of playing C. So you notice that I'm saying shapes a lot, F shape, B flat shape. This is because when we're playing bar chords, we're adding a bar. So what we play with our first finger, we're adding a bar to all the strings. So we're shortening all the strings at the same point. So we're adding effectively what this nut here is doing on our ukulele all the time. So if I replicate the nut with my first finger, say for example at the 4th fret, and then I make an F major shape with my second finger and my ring finger, see how I'm playing an F shape there, that's A major. And it's great if you know the knowledge of the fretboard, you know where your notes are, and you can work all these out for yourself, like how come that's A. Another way of working it out would be to start at F. So just to demonstrate, I'm going to play F with my second and third fingers. If I play F there and then I go up a semitone, remember each fret is a semitone. That would be F sharp major, up another one, G major, up another one, G sharp major, up another one, A major, etc, etc, etc. So don't worry if all this is like going over your head, because this does require some kind of music theory. You need to sort of know the order of your notes on the fretboard. G is followed by G sharp, for example, which is followed by A, which is followed by B flat, or A sharp. That's the same thing. There's loads of confusing things in music, but we just, you know, it's up to you. You filter out the bits that you don't need, and the bits that you find interesting, you find out more about. But anyway, that's the alternative chords. And just to show you on my PDF, which you can buy for just a one-off payment, and you get it downloaded, you can buy it through my Patreon account. Then you get all the chord diagrams, you get a strum pattern, and you get the chords and the lyrics. And these highlighted bits in yellow just show you where you're going to be playing the tab. And here are the alternative chord diagrams at the bottom there. And there's the tab as well. There's just one little riff in this song that's repeated throughout. We'll come back to that. One thing that's interesting about this song is the little, like kind of the vamp, I suppose, the kind of hook that keeps going round, which sounds like this. So that's D, a whole bar of D, and then we've got G, we've got E minor. And the G's are what we called pushed. That means they come in front of beat 1. They're pushed in front of beat 1. So if I was counting it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You see how it came in between the 4 and the 1. So all I'm doing is I'm keeping my right hand with the strumming, but I'm changing chord on the up strum, and I'm giving the up strum just a slight emphasis. So it'd go D, because I was concentrating on what I was saying. You get the idea. And that happens all the way through the song, and it's always highlighted in yellow, and the G's are red to tell you that there's a different rhythm there. So it just sort of like brings your eye to it. Over those chords, when they're highlighted in yellow, you can play this little riff, which sounds like this. Again, this is written on the PDF. And that's it, just round and round. So my first finger's playing the 7th frets of my E and A string, and my ring finger's playing the 9s on the A string, and my little finger's playing the 10 on the E string. And if you stick to this 1 finger per fret rule, then that really speeds up your tab playing. It's really great practice to do it that way. Start slow, build it up. Don't worry about playing it super fast straight away. There's one other rhythm thing that I need to just point out. If you know the song, then you will find that it fits with the singing, and that's the C and D's in the choruses. And again, they're highlighted in red on my PDF, so it draws your eye to it. And there's little stars to give you an idea of how many strums you're doing. So, for example, bend me, shape me, any way you want me, long as you love me, it's all right. So I'm doing 2 strums on the C for it's all, and then 1 strum on the D for right. It's all right. I'm doing it all down strums. That just makes sense to me, but we're emphasizing that rhythm, aren't we? It's a really iconic bit of the song. It makes sense with the song. And again, with the red Gs, going back to the red Gs in the verses, they're pushed as well. And it can be quite a tricky thing to do, especially if you're not singing. But if you're singing in this song, it's going to really help you because it's always on the rhythm of the words. For example, the first line of verse 1, you're the only woman I need. We change to that G on the word need, and I'm doing an up strum. You're the only woman I need. Baby, you know it. So all these things kind of add up to hopefully make the song sound like the song you know and hopefully like. And I hope you have fun playing it. There's a few little tricksy elements in this song. So it's definitely like an improvery song. I wouldn't say it's like, beginner friendly as such. We've got a lot of chords. Some of them are changing quite fast. We've got interesting rhythms going on. This might be a challenge, but I know you can do it. You just got to keep practicing. So I really hope you enjoy playing along with my with the song that's coming up. And just a reminder, if you would like to buy this PDF to support my work and support me being able to make these videos, it's really very much appreciated. Sell my PDFs on my Patreon page. Here's the link. The link is also in the description, and your support is greatly appreciated. I think I already said that. You get the idea, but thank you, and here's the song.
1, 2, 3, 4. You're the only woman I need, and baby, you know it. You can make this beggar a king, a clown or a poet. 'Cause I've got nothing to hide, just a piece of mind. Bend me, shape me, any way you want me, long as you love me, it's alright. Bend me, shape me, any way you want me, you got the power to turn on the lights. Everybody tells me I'm